In the quiet moments before dawn, when the world is still, there exists a hidden rhythm, a pulse that threads through every living thing, every stone, every person, every star. This is not a story told in grand gestures or loud proclamations, but embodied in the subtle dance of nature's secrets, the delicate psychology of life's mysteries, and the silent hum of the cosmos. In this journey, we will uncover the strange and extraordinary truths hidden in plain sight. From the three hearts of the octopus to the cube-shaped droppings of the wombat, from the mysteries of Venus to the forgotten pyramid of Mexico, each story reveals how wonder shapes our world and how curiosity connects us to nature, history, and the cosmos itself. What follows is not just a collection of facts, but a reminder that behind the ordinary lies the extraordinary, waiting to be discovered. So let's begin by diving deep beneath the surface of the ocean, where the octopus moves with a grace that seems almost otherworldly. Three hearts beat in perfect unison, pumping blue blood that carries the essence of the deep. Each heartbeat is a symphony of survival, a fragile masterpiece sculpted by evolution. But here is the paradox. Sustaining three hearts demands immense energy, and the failure of one threatens the balance of the whole. Stranger still, these creatures can taste with their skin, their arms alive with receptors that make the world a fully sensorial map. On land, the banana quietly defies expectation. Classified as a berry, it mocks the strawberry's name, challenging the very language we use to make sense of the world. Familiar, yet strange, sweet, yet complex, it nourishes millions. But peel back the layers and we see another truth, one of lost biodiversity and human cost. Bananas feed us, but at what price? And while they feel timeless, the bananas we eat today are genetic clones of the Cavendish variety, standardized in the 1950s, leaving them vulnerable to a single devastating disease. In the wild, the wombat leaves behind something that seems almost impossible: cube-shaped droppings. A quirk of biology, but also a stroke of nature's quiet genius. This small oddity has fascinated scientists and storytellers alike, a geometric stamp of survival. And yet wombats themselves struggle against shrinking habitats and encroaching threats. What makes them even more extraordinary is that wombats can run up to 25 miles per hour, sprinting with surprising agility despite their stout, sturdy form. Sharks, older than forests, glide through the sea as living testaments to resilience. They are bridges to Earth's primordial past. But even these ancient survivors now face humanity's sharp edge: fear, exploitation, extinction. These creatures that ruled oceans for hundreds of millions of years may be erased in just a few generations. Even their skeletons set them apart. Sharks have no bones at all, only cartilage, a structure that has carried them through deep time with both strength and flexibility. In 1975, Steven Spielberg's film Jaws changed the world's perception of sharks forever, igniting both fascination and fear. A gathering of flamingos is called a flamboyance, a word that shimmers as brightly as their feathers. Their mesmerizing dances, their vivid colors, born from the shrimp they eat, are the art and rhythm of survival itself. But here again, there is a shadow. As wetlands vanish, flamboyances fade, leaving silence where there was once spectacle. And yet, despite their fragility, flamingos can live for decades, some reaching 50 years, making their vanishing all the more tragic and profound. And consider this, within each of us lies a kinship we cannot escape. 60% of our DNA is shared with the banana, a startling truth that collapses the distance between plant and person. We blush, revealing vulnerability. We recall with scent a trillion possible fragrances, imprinting memories richer than most machines could ever compute. Yet these marvels are impermanent, fading with time, reminding us that even our brilliance has edges. More astonishing still, our memories themselves are not fixed. but constantly rewritten each time we recall them, reshaped like living stories within our minds. Our bodies themselves are full of paradoxes. Enough fat to make 7 bars of soap, a brain sparking electricity bright enough to light a bulb, a stomach so corrosive it could dissolve metal. Creation and destruction bound together in flesh. This is what it means to be alive, fragile, powerful, finite. Even the skeleton carries its secrets pound for pound. Human bone is stronger than steel, yet it remains light enough for us to move with grace. Even the monuments we build carry the same paradox. The Eiffel Tower does not stand still. It breathes with the heat, expanding and contracting, a giant lung of steel and air. A marvel, yes, but also a reminder that nothing we make escapes the laws of nature. In fact, this tower that seems so eternal was almost torn down after just 20 years, considered a temporary structure when it was first built for the 1889 Paris World's Fair. History, too, is filled with contradictions. The shortest war lasted only 38 minutes, but in that fleeting span, blood was still shed, a sobering truth that even the briefest conflicts can scar generations. In contrast, the longest-running war in history between the Netherlands and the Isles of Scilly lasted over 3 centuries, though no shots were ever fired. The oddities of time remind us of the absurdity and tragedy entwined in human conflict. Consider the Pringles can. Its inventor, Frederick Bauer, chose to rest within his creation. To some, quirky. To others, unsettling. But to all, a reminder that even in playfulness we seek permanence. Strangely enough, his ashes are divided, part in a classic can, part in an urn, and part with family, as though even in death he straddled invention and tradition. Words themselves carry hidden histories. Nerd, once a playful invention by Dr. Seuss, grew into an identity worn proudly by some, mocked by others. Labels, like living things, evolve. The word robot, born from the Czech for forced labor, captures our double-edged relationship with machines, hope and dread forever intertwined. And another word, algorithm, stems from the name of a Persian scholar, Al-Khwarizmi, a reminder that much of our digital age stands upon ancient knowledge. Even technology's foundations hold twists of irony. The first computer virus appeared in 1983, a whisper of the digital risks to come. The inventor of the microwave oven, Percy Spencer, received just $2 for his creation, a fortune lost to inequity. Speeding fines were once written for just 8 miles an hour, a quaint echo of the dangers that modern highways now hold, and the very first email ever sent contained nothing more than gibberish, an unremarkable birth for what would reshape communication across the globe. Across cultures, other truths invite us in. Ancient beer recipes remind us of ritual and community, while alcohol's darker edges remind us of dependence and loss. The largest pyramid on Earth is not in Egypt but in Mexico, a hidden testament to a forgotten majesty of civilization. On Venus, a single day lasts longer than a year, a cosmic twist that rewrites our sense of time itself. Even stranger, Venus also spins backwards compared to most planets, its sun seeming to rise in the west and set in the east. Everywhere we look, strange and wondrous truths surround us. Biology, history, culture, the cosmos. Each fact is not just information, but a doorway into complexity, into connection, into chance. So next time you see a banana, feel your heartbeat, or look up at the stars, pause for just a moment. Beneath the surface of the ordinary, the extraordinary is always waiting.